Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into some tech that feels like it's straight out of science fiction. It's a system born from the insane challenges of space exploration, designed to give anyone, and I mean anyone, the skills of a seasoned expert. And it's all laid out in a really fascinating US patent. So to really wrap your head around this, let's start with a little thought experiment. Picture yourself on the International Space Station. Suddenly, there's an emergency. You have to do something incredibly complex, like a medical procedure or a critical repair that takes years to master. The problem? The one person who knows how to do it is on Earth, millions of miles away. So how do you get their skill, their expertise, into your hands right now? Well, that single question is what sparked this whole innovation. You see, the fundamental challenge here is something the patent calls the expertise gap. And this isn't just about knowing the steps in a manual. It's about having the feel for it, the muscle memory, the precise technique to actually pull it off, especially when the stakes are sky high. I love this phrase from the patent, austere, remote operational environments. It just perfectly describes places like the ISS or a future Mars base. In these places, there's zero room for error. One tiny mistake could be catastrophic. And you can't just phone a friend or call a specialist to pop over. You are it. You're the first and the last line of defense. So, this is the core problem we're talking about. This gap. This huge void between what a novice can do and what an expert can do. It's the difference between mission success and total disaster. And honestly, figuring out how to bridge this gap is one of the biggest roadblocks for any long-term space mission. All right, so how do you close that gap? How do you take a lifetime of experience and somehow put it into a headset? Well, you build a virtual mentor. You create an AI guide that can be right there with you, step by step, guiding your every single move with superhuman accuracy. And here it is, the solution, an AI-powered augmented reality or AR guidance system. Now, let's be clear, this is not just a glorified instruction manual on a screen. No way. This system is actively watching you, and it's giving you real-time 3D feedback to make sure you're doing everything perfectly. The best way to think about it is like having a digital ghost of an expert, literally guiding your hands. You look through an AR headset, you see the real world, but it's overlaid with virtual cues, maybe arrows, diagrams, or even a 3D model of a tool showing you the exact path to move it. It's totally interactive and makes learning by doing incredibly intuitive. So for you, the user, the whole experience is designed to be super simple. You just pop on the headset, you start the task, and boom, the AI cues kick in right away to guide you. The whole point is to take a total novice and have them perform like they've been doing this for 20 years. Okay, now for the really cool part, the magic behind the curtain. This isn't just some pre-recorded animation playing back. The AI is truly watching, thinking, and reacting to what you're doing. So how in the world does it actually see? The secret sauce, the genius of the whole system, is what's called a dual feedback approach. Think about it. A great coach doesn't just watch your form, right? They also check your results. Well, this AI does exactly that. It's not just looking at one thing. It's analyzing your performance from two totally different but equally crucial angles at the same time. So basically, the AI has two brains. On one side, you've got position-based feedback. Think of this as the form coach. It's tracking the precise 3D position of your hands, your tools, everything. Are you holding it at the right angle, moving at the right speed? Then, on the other side, you've got outcome-based feedback. This is the results judge. It doesn't care how you move the tool, it cares about what you accomplished. For an ultrasound, for example, it's analyzing the quality of the image you're actually capturing. By combining these two things, you get this incredibly powerful feedback loop. You make a move, the AI analyzes both your position and the outcome, and it instantly compares that against a huge database of perfect expert performances. If you're even a little bit off, it generates a super specific 3D AR prompt to nudge you back on track. It might flash an arrow telling you to tilt a wrench 5 degrees, or highlight an area on a screen that needs your attention. So this is obviously a game changer for astronauts. But how does this brilliant idea translate into a world-changing application for the rest of us? Because while this was born in space, its potential is, well, universal. The patent itself gives us a perfect example: medical ultrasounds. They already use ultrasound on the ISS to diagnose problems in flight. With this system, an astronaut with just basic training can perform a really complex diagnostic scan on a fellow crew member, all while being guided by an AI that has the combined skill of the world's best radiologists. And this is the result. This technology essentially puts an expert radiologist right over your shoulder, even if you're millions of miles away. This is a huge leap towards medical autonomy on deep space missions, which is something we absolutely have to solve if we're serious about going to Mars and beyond. But here's the crucial thing. This isn't just for medicine, not by a long shot. Imagine a mechanic working on a complex engine on a spaceship, or an astronaut assembling a delicate piece of science gear on the moon. Really, any task that requires precise, expert hands-on skill could use this technology. Now, there's one last piece of this puzzle that is just brilliant. It's how the AI learns. Normally, training an AI like this requires massive amounts of data that has to be painstakingly labeled by hand. But this patent describes a way to automate the creation of those training sets. That is a huge deal. It means you can spin up new training modules for almost any task super fast, making the whole system incredibly scalable. When you step back and look at it, this tech does so much more than just fill a knowledge gap. It fundamentally changes what we as humans are capable of. It kind of democratizes expertise, right? It lets anyone perform at an elite level, even in the most stressful situations you can imagine. This isn't just about exploring outer space. It's about expanding our own inner space, our own potential. What was once possible for only a handful of experts might soon be possible for all of us.